guys, Comic Boom here to review Captain Marvel, The Life of Issue 4. And wow, who knew that Carol's mom is a KREE? And her name's not Marie, it's mari-ell. Or mari-ell, and Carol is actually car-ell. It's, if I didn't know better, I'd think she came from the planet Krypton, you know? It's amazing how Marvel is just sort of riding the edge there, isn't it? It's Carol, but it's car-ell. Sort of like cal-el, but she's car-ell. And she was apparently born with powers. Carol Danvers is in fact KREE, or half KREE. Her father is alcoholic. I mean human, a human alcoholic. I feel I have a lot in common with Carol's dad. I have a young daughter too that's blonde and blue-eyed, and my God, you know, and I'm quickly becoming an alcoholic myself, so who knows? For all I know, maybe her mother is, well, who knows? So this issue has the confrontation between Carol's mom, mari-ell, with a KREE cleaner. A KREE cleaner, which apparently the planet of KREE, or the planet Hala, which is the seat of the KREE Empire. The planet it's located in the large Magellanic Cloud. And anyways, apparently Carol's mom was really top of the class and was the greatest warrior of the KREE Empire. I think it's kind of overkill. I mean, talk about her mom going from being a nobody to basically being this, not just a soldier of the KREE Empire, but the greatest soldier of the KREE Empire. And anyways, decades ago, the KREE was sending out sleeper agents to infiltrate all the various planets in the galaxy, and Carol's mom was assigned to go to Earth and sort of blend in and be a sleeper agent and just, you know, basically just be a sleeper agent on Earth for until one day she would be activated, and I don't know, would it be for the purposes of the KREE conquering Earth? I don't know. I'm assuming that, but yeah, not bad. And then of course, sort of a love story. Carol's mom comes to Earth, falls in love with the person who would later become Carol's dad, and who already had two kids of his own, two young boys, one of them being Joe. Yeah, then they have Carol, and then Carol's dad becomes an alcoholic because he's always paranoid about the KREE finding out about mari-ell, and yeah, and eventually he sort of, I don't know, I guess he eventually dies, and yeah, that's it. He leaves his mom, or he leaves Carol's mom, and Carol's thinking all this time over the last few issues that her mom cheated on her dad, but the letters that she found just were her dad talking, when he was referring to another woman, he was referring to mari-ell's other life as a KREE soldier. And this issue has Carol's mom basically battling this KREE cleaner, and yeah, and then basically telling the story of you know, a lot of good emotional scenes. It's beautiful art. Again, I got to give kudos to Margaret Stahl's the writer, Carlos Pacheco's the penciler, and the Rico de Dursa is the pencils and inks for the flashbacks, and the inks, Rafael Fonteras on the inks, and Marcio Meniz on the covers, or on the colors, sorry. Anyways, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a little bit surprising. I'm not sure if, am I to understand that every single member of the KREE Empire has Carol Danvers' powers as Captain Marvel? Because now this says she was born with her powers, so I don't really understand that. Or did she only get some of her powers and then get some additional powers later on? I'm a little confused there. Maybe you guys can help me understand that. I don't quite get that. That's a little bit confusing to me. But the most important part of this is that emotionally it just establishes some new background for Carol. A little bit cliche, I guess, but it it makes Carol. This story is all about making Carol Danvers her own person, and so her origin was really stupid to begin with. I mean, everything that I had read about it. I mean, her getting her powers from some sort of strange device exploding, and then she had these powers. That was kind of dumb. It kind of made I kind of liked the idea better that she was a Kree and she was born with these powers, and these powers became activated when she experienced the trauma of that explosion that ultimately gave, sort of activated her powers, and she became a Captain Marvel at that point, and then slowly developed, I guess, some of her other powers. And yeah, it's good. So this is basically Carol was always a hero. She's from a legacy of heroes. Her mom's a hero. And it's sort of, I think also for I think women can sort of take some pride in the fact that, dad was the loser and the alcoholic, and mom was the hero, and daughter's the hero, and dad's the loser, and brother's a recovering alcoholic too. So all the men in Carol Danvers' life suck, and all the women are cool. Woohoo! Right? And that's all. That's okay. That's all right. I really don't mind that. I'm just, I imagine some YouTubers might make that observation. I actually don't mind it. I think it's good. It's good. Captain Marvel should be about the female empowerment there. DC's got Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman comics routinely emasculate every male that appears in that comic book, with the exception of Steve Trevor, and even him they emasculate, probably once or twice a year. And, but hey, overall, it's not bad. I don't mind it. It's good art. It's decent. I think it's probably appropriate for it'll be finished before the movie comes out. It's a good origin. It's easier to understand. It's not as confusing. It has great art. You'll be able to hand this 5-issue series. It's another issue, I think, and it ends. You can hand this series over when it's in a trade, and people will get a very good understanding of the origin of Captain Marvel, and you won't have to read, 10 years worth of back issues if you don't want. Although I'm told that Brian Reed's Captain Marvel is the best, and there's a lot of people complaining. I think some people are complaining about this, but I like it. I don't mind it. Nothing really here to complain about. And I got my pops, and I got this other thing. I don't know what you call these things, but in any event, guys, tell me what you think of The Life of Captain Marvel issue 4. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, and until next time, Comic Boom out.